In the world of ambitious startups, partnerships are forged in trust and fueled by shared dreams. But what happens when that trust shatters and the dream becomes a nightmare? This is the story of Apex Designs, a company that promised to revolutionize the industry but instead collapsed under the weight of betrayal. It's a tale of two founders, Leo and Maya, whose brilliant partnership ended in a bitter feud, a missing $2 million investment, and a company left in ruins. Was it a calculated act of sabotage, or a desperate move gone horribly wrong? We're going to unravel the mystery, piece by piece. To find out what truly happened in the final chaotic days of Apex Designs, our investigation begins with the official records. On paper, Apex Designs was a runaway success. For 3 years, their growth was explosive, attracting top talent and significant venture capital. We spoke with their former accountant, who laid out the financial timeline. According to the books, everything looked perfect until the morning of June 10th. That's when the company's main operating account was suddenly emptied. We also interviewed the office manager, who described the atmosphere in those last weeks as unbearably tense. She recalled closed-door arguments and a growing distance between the two founders who were once inseparable. She told us, "You could feel it in the air. Something big was about to break." The paper trail tells one story, a story of sudden financial ruin, but the human element, the whispers in the hallways and the slammed doors, tells another. To understand the collapse, we need to look beyond the balance sheets and into the minds of Leo and Maya. The numbers and timelines give us the what, but they don't explain the why. Why would a successful founder seemingly drain his own company's accounts? Why did a partnership that was the envy of the tech world implode so spectacularly? To find those answers, we have to move beyond the verifiable facts and explore the realm of human intention, of secret decisions made under immense pressure. We need to zero in on the critical 48-hour period before the collapse, a window of time where every choice, every action, set the stage for the downfall. This is where the story shifts from a simple business failure to a complex human drama. We're going to reconstruct those 2 days, moment by moment, to understand the choices that led Leo and Maya to a point of no return. What was said in those final, frantic conversations? And what secrets were they keeping from each other, and from their own team? Let's rewind to 48 hours before the end. It's the evening of June 8th. Inside his minimalist apartment, Leo sits alone, staring at his laptop. The screen displays the company's primary bank account, a balance of just over $2 million. This wasn't just company money. It was the culmination of years of sacrifice, the trust of investors, and the salaries of dozens of employees. His finger hovers over the mouse. With a few clicks, he initiates a transfer. The entire sum is moved to an offshore account, one that Maya has no access to. He closes the laptop. There's no celebration, no relief, just a heavy silence. He had just crossed a line from which there was no coming back. He believed he was saving the company from what he saw as Maya's reckless spending on an unproven side project. In his mind, this wasn't theft. It was a desperate act of preservation, a way to force a negotiation and regain control. But the action itself was a declaration of war. Meanwhile, across town, Maya is working late at the Apex office. A nagging feeling of unease has been growing for weeks. Leo had become distant, secretive. She couldn't shake the feeling that he was hiding something. Unable to sleep, she decides to run a full financial audit, something she hadn't done herself in months. As the reports generate, her screen fills with data. Line by line, she traces the flow of money, and a disturbing pattern emerges. She discovers small, but consistent, transfers to a shell corporation she's never heard of, a company linked back to Leo. The amounts weren't large enough to trigger alarms, but the pattern was undeniable. It looked like he was siphoning funds. The trust she had placed in her partner evaporates in an instant. The man she built an empire with was, in her eyes, a thief. Her own plans to confront him, to propose a buyout to save the company from his secrecy, now felt naive. The game had changed. Her next move wouldn't be about saving the partnership. It would be about salvaging what was left. The discovery on her screen set her on a collision course with Leo. Just as the $2 million was silently leaving their shared account, the morning of June 10th arrives. Employees walk into the office to find a scene of chaos. Maya has called an emergency all-hands meeting. Her face is pale, her voice strained as she announces the news. The company's funds are gone, and Apex Designs is insolvent. The dream is over. Leo is nowhere to be found. In the aftermath, the consequences were devastating. Employees lost their jobs overnight. Investors lost millions. The promising technology Apex had developed was tied up in legal battles for years, eventually becoming obsolete. Leo, from his self-imposed exile, claimed he acted to protect the company from Maya's reckless ambition. He argued he intended to return the money once she agreed to his terms. But the act of moving the funds, combined with the discovery of his secret shell company, painted him as a villain. Maya, on the other hand, was seen as the victim, the betrayed partner. Yet, some insiders question if her own ambition and lack of communication pushed Leo to his breaking point. In the end, there were no winners. Two brilliant minds, once united by a powerful vision, ended up destroying everything they had built. Their story serves as a stark reminder that in business, as in life, trust is the most valuable asset, and once it's broken, it's nearly impossible to rebuild. The collapse of Apex wasn't just a financial failure. It was a failure of character, a tragedy of broken trust. The story of Apex Designs is a complex web of ambition, fear, and betrayal. But it's just one of many. In the high-stakes world of startups and corporate giants, stories like this unfold more often than you'd think. What drives founders to the edge? If you want to dive deeper into the psychology of business breakdowns and uncover more stories of corporate intrigue, make sure you subscribe to our channel. We'll be investigating another shocking case next week. Thanks for watching.